Hey guys, it's SportsStar104, and in this video I am going to be discussing the Mortal Instruments City of Bones movie. That's right, I saw it last night at 12:01 a.m. and I still cannot believe that I've seen it. It's still processing. First I will talk about the characters. I thought that Lily Collins as Clary, Jamie Campbell Bower as Jace, and Robert Sheehan as Simon were perfect. Those three, in my opinion, really carried the movie. They fit their roles so well. And what I love about Clary is that you really see her character develop as the movie goes on, as she takes on this world, as she becomes a shadow hunter. And in my personal opinion, Jamie Campbell Bower did the best. He was sarcastic, he was vulnerable, he looked so sad whenever Clary was with Simon. I thought he really portrayed Jace really well. Robert Sheehan as Simon, I mean, you can't not feel bad for the guy, and he's so sad. Like, in the movie when he's telling Clary he loves her, like, my friend started crying. I know it's a little extreme, but she loves Simon. Movie Simon makes me really love him, and I thought Robert did a really good job portraying, like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? Someone please explain something to me, I'm so confused. Another character who I really liked in the movie, but I really thought that Jemima West as Isabel was really great. I didn't really go into this movie with high expectations for Isabel, because I didn't really know that much about the actress, but I thought she did great. She was sassy, you could tell she really valued her family. I loved Jocelyn. Now for the characters I didn't like as much. Okay, so I didn't really like Alec in this movie. Kevin Zegers did great with what the script had for him, but I just think in general, Alec came off way too mean. There was no nice side to him. He was just, you couldn't even tell if he was like on the good side. I didn't really like what they did with Alec. Magnus was kind of he was kind of plain. I expected him to be way more eccentric. I don't know how I feel about Magnus yet. He was just kind of there. The one who was probably most disappointing to me was Luke. In the movie, Luke is more just the werewolf who protects Clary and everything. I really wanted them to expand more and show scenes where Luke is fatherly to Clary. Now, Valentine. I don't know about Valentine. I mean, it was kind of rushed for Valentine, I think. Okay, now for the actual movie part of it. Everything in the first half or so of the movie, maybe the first 75%, was so true to the book. It was awesome. I loved it. There was even some exact lines pulled from the book into the movie. At the end of the movie, they changed it. They took their own spin on it. So of course, as a fan of the book, I didn't really like that as much, with them being in the institute, and then all of a sudden it's like snowing. I don't know. I didn't really like the way that ended, but oh well. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but my biggest complaint about this movie is the fight scenes. They were very well done. I just personally think, and this is just a personal preference, that there was too much fighting. I like action, it's awesome, but I wanted to see more character, which I know they did a lot of, but that's what I personally enjoy. So if you love action, then it'll be great for you, and I love it too. Now for some random things I loved about the movie. I loved Jace and Simon's characters together. They were very funny because you could tell they hated each other. The humor and bickering going back and forth between them was really funny. I liked how Simon is just so confused all the time and Jace is just like, you're so stupid. And you guys are all probably waiting for me to talk about the greenhouse scene. The greenhouse scene was great. Very true to the book. I liked it. I love it when, towards the end at Madame Dorothea's, and Clary has to run to either Jace or Simon, and she runs to Simon, and Jace just looks so heartbroken. I really like when Clary is like, why should I trust you? And then it waits a second, and then it closes in on Jace, and then Jace is just like, well, I did just save your life. This is one of the lines where I was talking about where they pulled it right from the book. Jace was playing the piano. I forget the exact line, but he was talking about how, actually, my one true love remains myself. And then he says, I even turn myself down sometimes to keep it interesting. Well, I guess that's it. Overall, I loved it. I enjoyed watching it. If you're a huge fan of the book and you go to see the movie, you're gonna love it. That's always the case for me. I just didn't really like the ending. Personally, I liked the adaptation of The Hunger Games better, but, I mean, you can't really compare. They're so different. I'm gonna go see it again and really sort out my opinions, but for right now, this was just like my initial thoughts on it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I totally recommend that you go and see this. Anyways, bye guys.